Hey guys, we're going to do the dictation of sounds for our new spelling lesson. It's lesson 52. And in this lesson, we're talking about how T-I, C-I, and S-S-I make the sound sh if they're in the middle of words or before a vowel. Your first word is patient. P says P, A accented says A, T-I, like in our rule, says sh, E-N says N, and T says T. So our control is A is accented, T-I says sh, and E in front of an N says N's name. This is an adjective describing someone as having a lot of patience. Your second word is an adjective describing something as being unique. Your second word is special. SP says spa, E alone says CI, like in our rule, is saying sh, and AL says ol. So your control would be E alone hyphen, the CI says sh, and AL is making a UL sound. Number 3 is a noun. It's the name of approval or consent to do something. Number 3 is permission. P says P, ER says M says M, I alone says SSI says sh, like in our rule, and ON is making a UN sound. So our control would be ER hyphen I alone, hyphen SSI says sh, and then ON is making a UN sound. Your fourth word is a noun. It's the name of something you say or do to show emotion. Number 4 is expression. E in front of an X says X's name. PR says pr. E alone says SSI, like in our rule, is saying sh. And ON is making a UN sound. So our control would be E in front of an X says X's name. E alone says SSI says sh. And ON says UN. Your fifth word is center, a noun, the name of a place that's in the middle. So when C is next to an E, it hisses behind our teeth. That E goes in front of an N to say N's name. T says T, and ER says So your control would look like this, and our E is in parentheses because it belongs to the CE rule, and the E in front of an N says N, or N's name, and ER says Your sixth word is the name of a crunchy vegetable. Number 6 is celery. C next to an E hisses behind our teeth. That E in front of an L says L. ER says and Y says an E with another vowel sound. So our control is C next to an E, hisses, but E's second job is to go in front of the L and say L's name. ER says and Y says an E with another vowel sound. Your seventh word is a noun, the name of a place where products are made. Your seventh word is factory. F says F, A alone says C says K, T says T, OR says OR, and Y says E with another vowel. So our control is A alone hyphen OR, and Y says an E with another vowel sound. Your eighth word is a noun, the name of a number or an amount. Number 8 is thousand. TH says th, OU says ow, S says A says N says n, D says d. So our control is that OU says ow, and the A is saying On your 9th word, I'm going to give it to you in a sentence. Everyone was invited to the party except the little girl that felt left out. A lot of times you guys want to put on the word except, you want to put an extra S. But don't forget the X has its own hiss. So when you hear that hiss, it's the X doing it, and there is no S in this word. So except, E in front of the X says X, and the X is doing the hissing. And then C next to an E hisses behind our teeth. P says P, and T says T. So it's E in front of an X says X's name. C next to an E hisses, and E alone says eh. The E has 2 jobs, so it's in parentheses. Your 10th word is an adjective describing something as being different and unique. Number 10 is distinct. D says duh, I alone says I, ST says st, I says I, N says n, C says k, T says t. Distinct. And your control is I alone hyphen I alone. If you put I says E with another vowel, I would take that also, because the way we pronounce that in Texas, that is the sound that it makes. There are 4 review words in this lesson from some of the lessons we had in the first semester. So pencil, EN says N, C next to an I hisses. The I's second job is that I alone says I. And then parcel, the name of a package that comes in the mail. AR says R, C next to an E hisses, and that E's second job is that EL says ul. Faucet, like a water faucet, AU says ah, C next to an E hisses, and the E's second job is that E alone says eh. And your last word is a compound word, steamship. E with another vowel, and we specify that the second vowel is A because it affects the pitch, and I alone says I. So let's do a little science connection with the word steam, because we talk about the 3 phases of matter. Solid, like when water is ice. Liquid, when it's water, like in a water bottle. And steam is the gaseous state of matter, where it's actually turned into a gas or water vapor.